Hi, my name is Katie Moyer. I am a fitness professional. I am also an at-home business entrepreneur, and what I want to share today is 3 things that you need to remember about Facebook if you're going to try to grow a following. So whether you're on Facebook for your own personal beliefs or to grow a group fitness class, you have a like page and you're trying to grow a following, whatever your intentions are behind Facebook, if you're on Facebook to grow a community or to grow people following you and checking in with you every day, you need to remember these 3 things. And I say this with, number 1, I am not a social media expert. No, I do not know what the Facebook algorithms are, and I know generally kind of how Facebook gets, you get your news or your post up in the newsfeed, but I'm not a social media expert. In fact, if you were to ask my brother or any of my siblings, really, they would actually tell you I'm terrible at Facebook. But what you need to know about Facebook is that if you're in business at all, and by the way, I think every single person is in sales. I come from group fitness. I come from pharmaceutical sales. So I know corporate sales and I know the real world sales. But people in group fitness always say, oh, I'm not in sales. I just teach group fitness. I'm like, nope. That's wrong. You're in sales, because every single time you teach a class, you better deliver on what you said you were going to deliver on, or people aren't coming back. Group fitness is a really great microcosm for the real world, because guess what? If people don't show up, I don't have a job. So I find out real fast if my product or service is doing well or not, because if people are walking out the door, that means my product or service is not going the way I want to. But I digress. Number 1, I'm not a social media expert, but what I want to share with you is that if you are trying to build a community or grow a following on Facebook, you got to remember 3 things about Facebook. Number 1, Facebook is a way for you to constantly show what you believe in. It's a way for people to figure out, what are you about? What do you stand for? And how can I relate to you and how you stand for that, or why you stand for that? Like, think about your bigger picture, your bigger purpose. And think about how you can share that in a way that's not directly about your product or your service. So I know that's kind of vague. So here's an example. So I am a Team Beachbody coach. I'm the founder of Team True Heart, and we have a product called Shakeology. It's a shake. Now, I could go on and on about all the ingredients in Shakeology and how it's such a great product and it has that. But I got to be honest, I'm in the fitness world and I don't care. I don't care about what the ingredients are for me in Shakeology. What I care about is it's simple and convenient. Because I'm really busy. I get up at 5 a.m. and I have an entire workday before probably 7 or 8 o'clock at night. If I go 6 hours without eating, that's a problem for me. I'm very active. Shocking, I'm in group fitness, right? So it's really important that I eat. Well, I don't always have a lot of time to prep. I actually am not really good at meal prepping. Shocking. Again, I'm in group fitness and I'm not really good at the nutrition aspect. I try to get better, but what does Shakeology do for me? It allows me to eat on the go in my car with a little shaker cup and give me the peace of mind that I didn't have to stay up and pack a huge lunch. I just grab my shaker cup and I grab my packet and I go. Now, if I have a chance to go and make a smoothie at a Starbucks or a smoothie store and just use a Shakeology, that's icing on the cake. But I sometimes don't know where my day is going to go. I'm a pharmaceutical rep by day, so I'm driving in a car. I could end up in an area where there's nothing. I could be in a place where they don't even have Wi-Fi, I don't know sometimes. And so that not knowing, but having Shakeology in my car where it's not going to melt on hot days, or it's not going to freeze on cold days, and I know that I have a really smart choice so that when I go and teach class at night, or so I don't starve myself, that is worth every single penny. I could talk to you all day about the ingredients if you want. I've done the research, but why? That is not why I drink Shakeology. I really don't. I drink it because it's simple and convenient for my life. So when I talk about Shakeology, I might make a post that says something like, making healthy choices isn't easy. It's actually really hard for me. What do? I try to make healthy choices simple and convenient for my life. Shakeology was something that I could shake up in less than 5 minutes. It took me 10 seconds to grab it and put it in my bag on my way to work. That's simple. That's convenient. Do you like making healthy choices simple and convenient for you? Post below, tag someone who does, or, double tap if it's on Instagram, or click like if it's on Facebook. But that's what it's about. It's about finding the bigger picture or the bigger belief, because I do think eating healthy is really hard. I do. I really think it's hard, because if it was easy, I tell you, I'd be on fire. But I think it's really hard. And so I try to connect with people on that level, because because it's hard. Now, I have a solution for it, but I'm not going to be every single time talking about all the ingredients in Shakeology. It's a way for me to share my belief. Now, I also believe that working out needs to try and figure out how to be simple and convenient in your life, but I just use the Shakeology as an example. So, number one, remember that Facebook is a way for you to constantly show what you stand for. What do you believe in? And if somebody who doesn't know you came to your Facebook page, especially a business-like page, would they know what you stand for? Would they know what you believe in? Would they know what your bigger purpose is? Second, you have to show your bigger purpose or your bigger significance about what you do consistently through different obstacles. So I'm not saying you have to consistently post or there's a certain rhyme or reason to posting 3 times a day versus 2 times a day versus 1, because I'm not about that. Like I said, I'm not a social media expert, but what I can tell you is that when I go to someone's page and I don't know what they know anything about them, but I kind of figure out what they stand for because they've posted in a lot of different areas of their life how they believe in what they believe and how they overcome the obstacle because they still believe in what they believe. That is what I get excited about, because that's what people want to know. They want to know the secret stuff. One of the questions I always get is, Katie, how do you work out when it's really, really hard? Like, you're really tired and it's 5 o'clock and you just had a long day at work. Like, how do you do it? That's what people want to know. So I talk to them. I'm like, well, I have to make it simple and convenient in my life. So if I know I'm going to be in my car, I make sure that my last appointment of the day is right next to the gym. Why? Because then it's not even a hesitation. If it starts to snow, not even a hesitation. I just have to go 2 minutes down the road. Why? Because it's simple and convenient. How did I figure that out? Because I tried to teach classes all the way across town and fight traffic, and I hated it. And I figured out real quick how, when you work in the corporate world, 8 to 5 is very long, and it can be very tiresome. So if I even get a chance to come home and sit down, I will not get back up off the couch. So I don't teach classes at 7 o'clock at night. 1, it keeps me up at night, but 2, if I go home and I sit down, I'm never going to teach a really great class at 7 o'clock at night. I just won't. So that's how I make it simple and convenient for me. That's how I try to help people show that I stand for making healthy choices simple and convenient for you. If you're a stay-at-home mom, I talk to a lot of stay-at-home moms. They can't afford a gym membership. They can't come to my class, but you know what they can do? They can set their alarm for 5 a.m. when everyone's asleep and do a 30-minute workout before they have to get their kids up. Now, is that simple and convenient? Hopefully, because now they don't even have to drive to the gym. They're not interfering with family time, and it's simple because they just push play, right? Like those are things I can talk about. I'm not gonna always talk about how I only love to work out and it's just so easy for me to work out. No, I think being healthy and whether that's healthy eating or a workout, it needs to be simple and convenient, because if it's not, guess what? Are you gonna consistently stick with it for months, for years? Like, consistently over time, are you gonna do it? No. So that's like my secret sauce. Like, when I talk to people about living your 10, I'm going to talk to you about what I believe in and making healthy choices simple and significant, because ultimately what I want you to do is live your 10. And hopefully maybe you'll opt into the Live Your 10 website, but if you don't, that's okay. I'm still going to share with you these tips and tricks, because this leads me into my third point, is that Facebook is a way to build a community. But if you're on a like page, what you need to know, or not what you need to know, but what you should think about or consider, at least in my experience, is that building a community means that when someone clicks like on your page, they need to know what they get. Meaning, if they click like, that's an investment in you. So if they click like, they better get something on your page that is a free tip, a free trick, a free something that shows that you appreciate the investment in you. Because building a community takes a really long time, and building a true following takes a long time, and you have to be true to yourself. And you're going to want to read the book, Start With Why by Simon Sinek, and watch The Golden Circle. It's a TED Talk, so it's Simon Sinek, The Golden Circle, and you're always going to want to start with why. Even when I talk to my brand new coaches on Team True Heart, I'm like, start with why. You have to read it. You have to figure out your why in this business. Same with group fitness. I'm a master trainer, so people come in and they get all excited. I'm like, but why do you want to teach group fitness? Why? Like, tell me the deep down in your gut reason, right? It's not just for the free gym membership. That's a bonus. But there's something else. There's something, do you feel like there's something inside you? Do you want to be part of something bigger than yourself? Do you just know that, wow, I watch other people do this and I think I could do it too? Do you want to build, did someone push you or nudge you into it? Like, what is it? And that's what I get excited about. That's what I think is what lights you up. So anyway, Start With Why by Simon Sinek. But that's where you want to start, because when someone clicks like on your page, that's an investment in you. So how do you invest in others before they invest in you? So if they're going to come to your page and look at what you post, you should at least have one free video, one free tip or trick, recipe, something that, again, is showing and sharing your belief and your bigger purpose and how you consistently overcome the obstacles that get in your way to live into your purpose and to be about your bigger passion and significance in life. But to build a true following, you have to be willing to invest in others. And I think that's what group fitness always teaches us, is that, teaching group fitness is about the people. And it starts with weight loss, but it's really not about that. And so when you're on Facebook, just remember that. And remember that if you do have a following, whether it's 1 like or it's 10,000 likes, what does someone get when they click like on your page? Like, what are the things that they're going to get over and over and over again? I stand for believing in something that's bigger than myself and helping other people be more successful than I am, or getting there faster. Whether I'm teaching someone how to be a group fitness instructor, whether I'm teaching someone how to create their own online business with health and wellness, I want them, when I'm training them, to be more successful than I was, to be more successful faster than I was, because I'm going to share all my tips and my tricks for you. Now, health and wellness is a big part of my life because I came from group fitness, and that's where Live Your 10 came from the group fitness world. So I'm generally going to be sharing tips and tricks of how I want you to eat healthier, how I want you to work out more because it's simple and convenient for your life. Like, I believe in that. My bigger purpose is that I consistently want to be part of something that's bigger than myself, that I consistently want people, when they click on my like page, that I'm sharing with you ways to be able to do that are free, that, you don't have to come to my group exercise class, but I want you to go to a group exercise class because you're going to be part of something that's bigger than yourself, and you won't get it until you do it. I want you to join an online challenge group with me, because if you can't afford the gym membership, here's an online way to be part of something that's bigger than yourself. If you want to join the Live Your 10 community or whatever it is, it's being part of something that's bigger yourself. Doesn't make anything easier, but it's going to make it a whole lot more fun. I promise you. I was one of those people that, I got done with college athletics. I played soccer at the University of Wisconsin, and I got done and I'm like, yes, I get to work out whenever I want. I don't have to, go and make sure that I'm making a certain time when I'm doing cones or when I'm running the mile. I don't have to lift a certain weight. I get to do whatever I want to do, and that's awesome. And that was great for about 2 weeks. And then I was bored, and I was like, why am I bored? And I thought about it, and it was, I had always worked out with 20 other girls my whole life. So group fitness was a natural step for me. Then I got into the corporate world of pharmaceuticals. Well, that's convenient because you're a pharmaceutical rep driving around in your own car, yet you want to do well because you want the team to do well because you're bigger than something. That's just you, right? It's not just about me. It's about me doing well for me so that I'm better when I'm with the team. That's exactly where I eventually grew Team True Heart to be a part of, and my coaching business, because that's what I love. That's what I missed when I got out of college. I missed that, being part of something bigger yourself, and I missed helping other people be more successful than I am. And that, even when you grow up as an athlete, like I think about my little sister. She's now a college athlete, and I have so much pride that I think she's a better soccer player than me. And people ask me about legacies and all that stuff. I never sat down with her and said, this is what you're going to do, and then you're going to go play at UW, and da-da-da. I never said any of that. But I'll tell you what inspires me. It's not just that she's a Badger and I get to share that with her. It's that she is so much more successful at soccer than I am. And I never, ever thought about that. But that gives me more pleasure than me scoring 1,000,001 goals during my college career. And I didn't have a great career, but hot damn, my little sister does. And that is what I'm about. I'm about other people being more successful than me all over the place. And so if you click like on my page, I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how to do that for free because you're investing in me. So I hope those tips help, whether you're building a community or following or what you're doing on Facebook. Just remember that Facebook is about 3 things. It's about sharing your belief of what you stand for, what you're about, and then it's how you show you consistently are about those beliefs and that bigger purpose by overcoming battles and obstacles, and then building that community, because clicking like means they're investing in you. So I hope that you're sharing some free tips and tricks about your bigger purpose and how to be about your bigger purpose in the online world. If you found those tips helpful, please subscribe to the YouTube channel or email me with more questions, and thanks so much for watching.